This is the Jamaican Adventure.
My name is Nikolaus.
And my name is Alicia. And today, we're taking you on a walk through East Harlem to Randall's and Ward's Island.
We are starting our tour at 118th Street and Pleasant Avenue. We got here by taking the train to 116th Street, which is just one stop before the famous 125th Street subway station, where you will find the Apollo Theater and the Red Rooster restaurant. The dead end of East 118th Street is one of the few streets in uptown Manhattan that is still paved with Belgian blocks, which is a true relic of its past. Pleasant Avenue runs from 114th Street to 120th Street and is famous for its reputation to be a former Italian mafia stronghold. This is the place where Sonny Corleone beat up Carlo in The Godfather, the place Al Pacino sites in Carlitos Way, and where real-life Godfather Anthony Salerno, known as Fat Tony, ran the Genovese crime family. But that Pleasant Avenue died a long time ago and the neighborhood has changed quite a lot. Instead of gangsters, you will find the East River Plaza shopping mall at 117th Street with Costco, Target, Marshalls and my favorite, the German supermarket Aldi. When standing on top on the parking deck, you will have an amazing view of the Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics that makes an impressive sight.
Our walk continues on Pleasant Avenue. On the south end of Pleasant Avenue and 114th Street is Rao's. This New York City landmark restaurant has only 10 tables and 1 seating per night to host the rich and famous. Right across from Rao's is the Thomas Jefferson Park, which is a public park between 111 and 114th Street.
Although it's just a few blocks long, this park is packed with courts for all kind of ball games, a playground for the kids, exercisement equipment and even a pool. But we are not here today to work out, we are just passing through to get on the pedestrian walkway that allows us to safely cross over the FDR Drive and get onto the Bobby Wagner walkway. See you over there. The Bobby Wagner Walk extends from the estate of Gracie Mansion on 90th Street to 125th Street. The views are great, but the noise is somewhat annoying.
The Ward's Island Bridge, also known as the 103rd Street Footbridge, is a pedestrian bridge crossing the Harlem River between Manhattan and Ward's Island. Welcome to Randalls and Wards Island. Here you will find hospitals, police station, a wastewater treatment plant, but more interesting are the stunning views of Manhattan's Upper East Side skyline.
Here we see the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge, which is formerly known and still commonly referred to as the Triborough Bridge. The bridge links the boroughs of Manhattan, Queens and the Bronx.
Randalls and Wards Island Park has over 60 sport fields that are used by public schools and organizations from local communities.
Initially built for freight traffic, the Hellgate Bridge connects the Bronx and Queens, providing a critical rail link for both passenger and freight along the 457-mile northeast corridor between Boston and Washington, D.C. that continues to this day. This turn of the East River was named Hellgate because by the late 19th century hundreds of ships had sunk in the strait. And now it gets really interesting. Around 1850, the US Army decided to clear the obstacles in Hellgate with explosives. The biggest blast was felt as far as Princeton in New Jersey and has been described as the largest planned explosion before the testing began for the atomic bomb. Isn't that crazy? But let's go back to the past, the Hellgate Passway, which is right there. See you there. The Hellgate Passway bears witness to the adaptive uses of the railway and its partnership with the greening movement. At the end of the passway you will see the steel bowstring trusses of the Hellgate Bridge that resemble a triumphal arch, which was considered almost excessive for the time when it was opened in 1917.
Continuing on our route, we're passing by the Little Hellgate Salt Marsh on Randalls Island, which is a wetland habitat that supports a variety of wildlife. we're almost at the end of our tour. And as you can see, there's some familiar sights in the background. We have got the East River Plaza, the Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics, and the noisy FDR Drive. But before we go, we have one more stop that truly makes me excited. The non-for-profit New York City Riding Academy, right here in Manhattan's Randall's Island Park, offers horseback riding. If you're interested in more information, you would find a link to the website in the description below.
We are at the end of our tour and we really hope you enjoyed our little walks through East Harlem and around Randall's and Watts Island. We will go home right now, maybe grab some food on the way. Although you guys can expect to see us again on your screen very soon, and the next time we will present you some New York City sightseeing hacks that you don't want to miss.
So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Jamaican Adventure and turn on those notifications so you know when we're dropping a new video. Until then,
Auf Wiedersehen! See you soon! Later!